Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Bam, just like that, we're live. Hi, Sevon. Hi, how are you? Good. Welcome to the show that's sponsored by Wodify. Use the QR code, get $400 off, save $400. Now to take a big gulp of my Paper Street coffee, way too close to my bedtime. Maybe next year I'll double down on my CA peptides. I could be John Woolley. Definitely not going to be getting pregnant anytime soon, but if you are thinking about getting pregnant, you are pregnant, or you had a baby, you want to talk to like-minded people, head on over to BirthFit. Great community. People who believe that the process of wanting a baby, getting fucked, and having the baby is a biological function, not a medical function. Although if you want to take it the medical route, they can help you also. All right, good to see you guys. Kevin, what's up, dude? Good to see you. You don't look like a Steiner, but okay. Good to see you. Glock, nice to see you. Dick, what's up? And Mr. McCockiner. All 6 of us are ready. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Kate. Hi, Kate. Good to see you. We're excitedly waiting. Ooh, I just took a guzzle of Bang Peach Mango. Big mistake. Like something just old sitting on the weight bench. Dave Castro Weekend Review. We're ready to go. April 28th, 2025. I've never seen such a overwhelmingly positive response for any group of workouts. People are absolutely loving the semifinal workouts. Obviously, the big question is Rich Froning going to do the semifinals? I don't think Rich squats like the way Rich wants to squat. So I'm guessing no, but I'm hoping yes. Like when I met my wife, I'm betting no, but I'm hoping yes. Sevi, that shirt is epic. Thank you, Mr. Pelt. Boy, Ireland's a mess, isn't it? Taylor can't squat either. That's correct, Mr. McCockiner. Great. Great job. Nice. Okay. Cool. Got it. Okay. Got it. All right. Dude, is that a Vindicate shirt? I don't know. I mean, he made it for me. Travis made it for me. I got one. He made a black and white one and then a color one. It's a little weird wearing a shirt with my picture on it. I'm not going to lie. I don't wear this one out of the house. I'm growing my hair long. Hello, Katrin. How are you? Nice to see you. Probably not as long as Katrin's. Put you back down here. Oh, yeah. Brad Asaraf. I can connect you with John Young. No problem. Remind me after the show. Hiller really liked the workouts. Taylor liked the workouts. Angelo liked the workouts. JR was smitten. And of course, the only person who matters, Bryson Del Monte. Even he liked the workouts. It's unanimous. Today, April 28th, like today. Like earlier, like I was on the podcast this morning and then there was Shut Up and Scribble and then there's this one. That's today. Now, this day. My kids woke up. They did 90 minutes of schooling. Then they did striking and kickboxing for 90 minutes. Then they went over. Then they shot a gopher in the yard and caught a garter snake. Then they went over and they did CrossFit Kids class. Then they went back and did another hour of schooling, mathematics and English. Then 2 of them went over to, then they came home from that and they did a workout, which is kind of crazy. A CrossFit workout. They wrote it themselves. 50 jump ropes, 5 dips with your legs in front of you in the L sit, 5 deadlift or 3 deadlift, 10 rounds. Made me proud. I couldn't believe it, just doing it in the garage. Then one of them went over to tennis for 90 minutes, and the other two went over and did BJJ for 2 hours. Now I'm home. It's crazy. Absolutely, absolute savages. Happy as clams. Happy as clams. Why does this Brad guy get a show? Does he has great tits? I don't know. What the fuck? I don't know. Catherine's hair is beautiful, along with her hamlitas. Her hair is beautiful. So there's that. Brad Asaraf. Asaraf, or if you're an Arab, Asaraf. Wednesday's show with Greg is going to be great. He's pretty fired up. I had a phone call with him. He's like, "You got the balls to talk about this?" I'm like, yeah. Of course I have the balls to talk about this. You're like, "Sevi, what's this?" Well, you'll find out. You will find out. I have the balls to talk about everything. Remember, sugar causes cancer. Sugar causes cancer. Just remember that. Here we go. I'm going to go 1.5. This thing's 20 minutes long. This is ridiculous. I'm really pumped today. I told you after the show I had this morning that I had a meeting, and it was about bonded routers. And I don't want to start sucking my own dick quite yet, but if Susan and I can pull this off, holy shit. I'm going to need a crown. I am going to need a crown. And you know what? I'm going to charge for the for streaming Syndicate, and I haven't told Syndicate this or NorCal. I'm charging for it. $1.99 to watch. Yeah, I worked out. 20 minutes on the assault bike, 232 calories or something like that. And then I did 5 deadlifts at 75 pounds, and I went up, and then like 5 deadlifts at 95 pounds, and then 5 deadlifts at 125. I went all the way up to 225, and then I did 10 at 225 or 235. I can't remember. I was in kind of a hurry. I did it all like soon as I got off the assault bike, I started deadlifting. I only had a small window, 30 minutes. I was thinking about maybe working out again. I don't know if you guys saw, but Jeffrey, I should show you this real quick. Jeffrey Birchfield did this workout. Now I'm determined to, I think Hiller was disgusted with me the other day. I told him I was going to do 10 squat cleans with 135 touch and go for the gram. And he's like, "For the gram?" Like I was somehow like a scumbag. Okay, check it out. Nope, not this. This. Here we go. Nope, not that music. 2. 3. That's a nice gym. Is that his gym? 4. That is a really nice gym. 5. Look at that venting up there of that airflow, that HVAC. 6. I was so happy when I could start hearing him breathe right here. 7. 8. Mine do not look like that. I am not that strong. He moves that so easily. 9. I have to pull so far underneath it. 10. And I was like, "Hey, dude, please tell me you were hurting after that." He said, "Yeah." But not during it. He goes, "Nope, I had no idea." Yeah, I had no idea either. Let's go, Birch. I know, that's sick. Go faster. I know it's almost harder the slower you go, right? More time under tension. Yeah, I'm charging tariffs. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, everyone has to pay $1.99 to watch." Something like that. honor system, of course. If you trust the people, they will be trustworthy. Remember that. If you trust the people, they will be trustworthy. When your boyfriend cheats on you, right? Do you then and you stay with him? Let's make that assumption. Your boyfriend cheats on you and you stay with him. Then whenever you're having sex with them, are you thinking like are you thinking shit like this guy pounded some other chick's hole like while you're having sex and it just fucks everything up? Is that what it is? You just like, fuck. This dude was with another woman? Is that what it is? Oh, no one here has a boyfriend. Oh, all right. Hold on a second, Kate. Just chill. You chill. No, not stream it for free. $1.99 on the honor system. $1.99. That shirt should have chat members on it instead. You're probably right. I agree. Is that what it is? A guy fucks another girl, you find out about it, and then you're tripping that he was in another girl for the next for the next 5 years. Is that what it is? You're like, damn, that cock that he's pounding me with right now is in another girl just 6.5 months ago, 7 hours and 22 minutes. Smart move, David. Smartest move of your life. Mayhem, behind the scenes, ones and two available now, especially for you. I'm here for the whole pounding. Because if that's true, what I'm saying, then it's not the fact, where's Pat Lang when you need him? It's not the fact that he cheated on you that's pissing you off. It's the story you're telling yourself about it. Think about that. Think about that for a second. That's some shit the Buddha would say. Think about that. I am simply excited. Oh, good. Everyone loves good hole pounding talk. All right, here we go. Dave Castro weekend review at 1.25 time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll.
Review April 28th, 2020.
Volume issues, of course. Oh, here goes the dart.
High left, missed again. All right, let's jump into this. So
he doesn't even seem to care. This should be called Dave humbling himself every week.
Weekend.
I'll do 10 at 135 and have someone throw in 25, do 10 at 185 and another 40, and I'll finish with 10 at 2. Too late for you. Too late. I used to warm up with 225 when I was your age. Too late for you.
On Saturday, I competed in the Ruck Race League online competition, and it was as far as you can go in 20 minutes. I'm sorry, in 1 hour with 20% of your body weight. So it ended up being 39 pounds of ruck weight. I ended up weighing at 197. I was actually surprised. I have not stepped on it.
Anyone can join this Russ race. Anyone can join the race. Anybody can join the Ruck Race League. Ruck Race League. If you want to join it, you want to do that crazy shit that Dave did and beat his time. It's run by two hardcore OG CrossFitters. Bill, I think Bill won like a star in the military or something. And Cariana Anthons. Cariana Anthons. I used to work very closely with Cariana. She's cool as shit. And I don't know if they still own an affiliate, but they had an affiliate for over 10 years. But it's called the Ruck Race League. That's what Dave's talking about.
On a scale in probably 7 or 8 years. I think the last time I stepped on a scale was 2017. And at the time, my wife said, hey, you're obsessed with the scale. You step on it multiple times a day, every day. And so I decided at that point not to step on a scale again until Saturday. And I know I'm not as
Dave claims that he hasn't stepped on a scale since 2017. Now he has to jump on a scale so he can figure out the weight of his rucksack. The Ruck Race League to determine the weight of his ruck. And we're about to find out how much he weighs. How much do you think Dave weighs? I remember he used to be like, I'm 175. I'm 175. Dick Margarine calls bullshit. What's the weight? What's Dave's weight? He got on a scale. 197, says Jeremy World.
as fit as I typically am, or as lean as I typically can be or want to be right now. So I knew I'd be a little heavier. I thought maybe low 190s. I think I like to be around 185 typically.
Oh, he told us? Oh,
197. And
no.
so, which led to a 39-pound ruck. And
197, he
then
said.
pretty much when you're looking at the scores on the leaderboard, it looks like 10K is kind of like, which would be 6.2 miles in an hour, a good benchmark. I used to be really good at rucking. I used to ruck all the time. And so I thought, okay, the 10K target should be my goal. But once I realized I had to use a 39-pound pack, I thought maybe that's not possible. I went out there and started off pretty quick. I started off in the first mile was like an 850 something pace. And at that point, I was like, all right, I'm just going to go for it and hang on for as long as I can and see what happens. At the halfway point, I was already at 3.2 miles. So at 30 minutes, I had passed 3.2 miles and was pretty much confident I could get over the 10K mark. Then I was just gradually slowing down because I didn't pace. I didn't start off at a pace I could maintain. I started off at a fast pace and slowly lost that pace and eventually finished with 10,040 meters. So I met the 10K pace and was 40 meters over. So really fun. If you guys want a challenge, I think there's a couple more days left. I'm considering giving it a redo.
Go over to his Instagram. I played it on the show already once. Go over on his Instagram, and he's got a really cool Strava animation of his run, and you can see his times, and it's cool. And it looks like you can still do this. There's a few days left. I personally am 5'5". I got on the scale the other night before I went to bed. I was 170 on the dot. You do not weigh the same amount as me, Audrey. I am a fucking bowling ball.
Maybe on Wednesday, because I think that's the last day. Pretty beat up from it, but I don't know. If you look at some of the scores people are posting, it's insane. I think someone just posted 14,000 meters, which is really far to go with 20% of your body weight in an hour. So good challenge. Check it out if you're looking for something to do. Oh, also they might have their finals at the games. So we're working with them. It's a series of events. They introduce a monthly event. I'll drop a link into their website, and they have a series of events. And I think they're doing something at the games. They're working with our team. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe their final or an option to do their final at the game. So keep that in mind.
Oh, that's cool. Dave is 6 feet tall. He's the tallest Mexican you've ever seen.
On that note, Community Cup is coming up. So I just left this screen. Hold on, let me get back.
Here's the idea for the Community Cup. Dear CrossFit, dear Dave. Make it so that an affiliate can buy a Community Cup package for $350. Then they get a code. They can give that code to their members. They can sell it to their members for $20 a pop. That's how much it's going to cost for me to sign up. And if they get 50 people to sign up, they make $650. Brilliant idea. Thank you.
Community Cup, the registration will start soon, and then in June it kicks off. So really excited about that. Definitely stay tuned for more information on that. Next, I want to talk about the running and the team open, the team qualifier. That's obviously got a lot of attention. A lot of people left comments on the comments of last week's Week in Review. So why did we do it? And a lot of people are talking about the cheating of it. Well, first of all, running is a part of CrossFit. It's a significant part of CrossFit. Obviously, it's a significant part of the games. You run a lot in the games.
Running's a significant part of CrossFit, but that moron who said that Hyrox is looking for the fittest human being on the planet, Hunter should have bitch slapped that hoe.
Person events, it's seen a lot. In the online events, we really haven't cracked the code for how to include running, other than shuttle runs, which I'm okay with, but experimenting with this was key in development of the sport. And notice I say experimenting with this because that's kind of what this was. Let's try this out and let's test this. But let me even back up one step here. in 2020 for the COVID games, for stage 1 of the COVID games, we actually had them run there. That was a little different because it was a really limited field, whatever it was, 20 or 30. And then it also, we sent a judge out. So we had way more control over it. That was the only time in one of our online stages we included running. Here, that I can remember. Here, now we're including it, as I referenced, as an experiment with the teams. And here's why I say that. So the age group qualifier had about 2,500 people sign up.
Bill Grundler wants to chime in. Hello, Bill. Bill will be commentating Syndicate Crown alongside John Young and myself. It's a bad time to experiment, Dave, when you're qualifying people to the games from this stage. But, Bill, it's just the teams. It's just the teams, Bill.
Individuals will have less than that, probably half of that. The teams only have about 150 teams signing up. So it's a very small group of people that are actually even doing it. So it makes it a good group to do this with. Also, my thoughts behind it. So with the cheating stuff.
Oh, trust the people and they will be trustworthy. Trust the people and they will be trustworthy. Very Taoist of you, Dave.
We are empowering the affiliate. We are empowering the team. We are empowering the judge.
I hate that word, empower. Although I think he used it right. I think he used it correctly there. That's different than when they say, I'm empowering women. Because you're not. Because women are already strong. You ain't empowering shit. Those of us who know women already know they're strong.
Are empowering a lot of people to do the right thing. And fundamentally, I believe and I think they will. Now, there is a scenario where all 4 members of the team, the judge, and the head judge, 6 people, can all cheat. And they can all say, hey, we're going to shorten the distance by 50 meters, by 50 yards, by 20, by 5 yards. And I just like to believe and have a little hope that across 6 people in our community.
This fucknut reads the Bible, and now all of a sudden, he would like to believe. He would like to believe. Jesus Christos, Yeshua, Yahweh.
That will not be the case. I could easily be proven wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised if I am, but I am putting...
You will not be. Have faith, my son.
Hope in the affiliates and in the community that they are going to do the right thing. So we have 2 judges, then you have these 4 athletes. All of them have to fundamentally acknowledge and verify the distance.
No, Fanny, that is not corporate cuck talk. You know what that is? By the way, Mayhem would never approve of you using that image with their icon. That giant caboose that probably arouses men who watch anime. It's not corporate cuck talk. It's community talk. It's cult talk. We're a cult. It's fine. It's fine.
Also, this is something that's written in the description for that event. Tape cones or other objects to mark the 800-meter run. Note, teams hoping to qualify for the CrossFit Games must have video evidence of their run course available on request. Failure to provide video on request may result in disqualification. Evidence must be photos and or screenshots of a GPS tracking device that shows the run course. It must include distances in feet or meters and an uncut video of the course being measured. Must show distance at the beginning and end of the run course. The photos and videos do not need to be submitted at the time of score submission, but CrossFit may request proof as needed. And let me circle back to one line in there. Failure to provide video on request may result in disqualification. And let me go back.
Where's Caleb when you need him? We need a poll. What's more ridiculous? Less enjoyable to watch, High Rocks or Teams? No, sorry. Not High Rock. Sorry. Grid. What's more boring to watch? Grid or Teams? Oh, that's so negative. What's more... Sorry, take 2. Take 5. Don't forget to sign up for the Ruck race. What's more exciting to watch? The Grid League or CrossFit Teams?
one line further. Teams hoping to qualify for the CrossFit Games must have video evidence of their run course available on request. So all the other things I said about the 4 judges or the 2 judges, the 4 athletes all being honest, there's also that's clearly in the rulebook. And you can imagine there's an outcome where we do ask qualifying teams for their videos. And here, I'm going to say it now. Failure to provide video on request may result in disqualification. If we are to ask a team and they don't provide video on request, they will likely be disqualified. So
clip it, Hiller. Clip it. He went from may to most likely be. Did you see that? That was weak. And I'm saying it right fucking now. We may request it, but if you're in the top 5, we probably will. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Doubling down on your maybe shit, huh? Goofball.
Oh.
Hey, can you cheat a GPS? I want to say that Spin did an article on cheating the GPS.
Even with this experiment of including running in this competition and assuming everybody's going to be honest, there's still a backstop. There's still something to cover where we're going to check and essentially validate and say, prove the concept and stand behind this as a good idea to integrate into this stage of competition. Do I think teams will still, let me say this, do I think we will include this in other divisions? Well, I'm not going to speak to the individual division right now because I don't want to say if we are or not, but going forward in the open, probably not. Where there's large groups of people, probably not. But I'm really happy that we included it here, and I like how we're executing on it. So I'm excited about it. And
you haven't executed anything yet, my friend Dave Castro. You haven't executed anything. We shall see. We shall see how you execute on it.
I really think the community and a large number of people who played should, or probably are too, but there was a lot of noise around it. So
the people who complain in order. These are the complainers. You ready? From lowest to highest. Teens complain the least. Then individual. Then adaptive. Then teams. And you know who the biggest bitches are on the continuum of bitches. Masters. That's why you watch this show, for insights like that.
Also this week, spent a lot of time programming and working on the games. Been working on them for really like in-depth month and a half, couple months now. And got a couple good sessions in this weekend, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Just really actually even on Friday, tested an event, had an individual test the first event of the games, and it played out really well. I like what I saw, so I'm moving in that direction. About 75% of the workout are all penciled in, maybe even 80%. And I need to move into the testing phase a little right now, a little heavy.
$10,000 for anyone who can tell me who's doing the testing. Never mind, that's not true. But I would like to know who's doing the testing. Is he flying people in to do the testing? Or is he using the washed up local athletes that we have here in the Bay Area? Who is doing the testing?
Heavier to tweak them. I like what I see. It's interesting because I'm also...
He said he has 80% of the games workouts complete or penciled in. And he tested the first one already. Who is testing them?
So part of the programming of the events also is at the same time a real deep dive into the schedule. And so with the schedule, in the past last year, we had 40 men, 40 women, and I think we did 30 teams last year. Let's just say we did do 30 teams. This year, we reduced the field to 30 men, 30 women, and 20 teams. So you look at getting, and a typical floor at the CrossFit Games is 10 lanes wide. So that's a functional aspect of it. You look at 40 men, 40 women, 30 teams, that's 8, 9, 10, that's 11 heats. That's 11 heats to get all those athletes through essentially one workout. And then 2 or 3, let's say 2 for the sake of simplicity throughout the day, that's 22 heats. Now you look at with the reduced field, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 heats to get all the athletes through a single workout. 2 workouts at 16. So 22 to get 3. So 33 to get 3 workouts done with last year's field, 33 heats. This year's field, 24. So huge difference. Big reduction in number of heats we'll have to do.
What was that movie with the guy who heard voices in his head? A Beautiful Mind. Someone needs to clip this and have all that beautiful mind shit, like all those numbers and like division signs and shit going as Dave goes over that. Daniel Garrity is in the chat, my dear friend Daniel. And Daniel says, I just wanted to correct him. Daniel, what did he say? He said, geez, you guys are chatting up a storm today. How am I supposed to find Daniel's post? Daniel, where's your post? Shit, I had a great line to tear you up. I ruined it. I ruined the bit.
So that gives me a lot of flexibility with the programming and with the schedule. And so therefore, where I'm leaning towards right now, and this isn't an official statement, but this will probably be the case, we are not going to have cuts at the games this year.
Excuse me?
Flexibility with the programming and with the schedule. And so therefore, where I'm leaning towards right now, and this isn't an official statement, but this will probably be the case, we are not going to have cuts at the games this year. So because there's so much room in the schedule, I think all 30 and all 20 at this point, it's looking like we'll advance through.
I don't like that. Daniel Garrity, Jeremy, I got out of my truck during a Sevi burp and my neighbor looked at me disgusted. And let me translate that for you guys. That was the guy in the cot who sleeps next to Daniel at the homeless shelter.
Through all workouts through the entire weekend. So there's always a lot of people. The cuts go in every direction. So.
Do you know why I don't like cuts? And here's why you don't like cuts either. You guys don't like cuts either. Listen, hit the reset switch on any opinion you have on cuts. Okay? Here's why you don't like cuts. I don't like cuts. Nobody likes cuts except for fucking the dudes from Africa and South America. And a couple of the punks from Europe. They don't like cuts. There's like 6 of them. No, Lauren, stop. No, Lauren. No. Stop. You look like a dude, by the way. You don't look like a Lauren. You don't like cuts because what the cuts do is they give us 2 endings. It's like 2 orgasms. Do you understand that? No, Sandy, shut it. Shut your fucking pie hole. I'm telling you. Oh, I am a dude. Oh, good girl's name. Good kid. You don't like them because cuts people you think you like sugar, but it gives you cancer. You think you like the cuts because you want to see them all compete, but no. You get an ending on Saturday evening like, oh, it's climax number 1. No, Jamie, you're not even allowed to have an opinion. You're too good. You're too good. No, it's not a good point. You guys aren't thinking. You listen. Repeat after me. I don't like cuts because on Saturday, it's like having an orgasm when we find out who's been cut and who gets to go on. And then I get to have another orgasm on Sunday. You guys fucking suck. Some of you suck. I'm telling you, you can say that all you want. I know you better than you know you.
Some people love them, some people hate them. But I think this year we're going to experiment with getting all 30 individuals through all the workouts. And all.
Oh, so you're going to experiment with running in the semifinals and experiment with getting all 30 people through. Yeah, what's wrong with 2 orgasms? Nothing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Anyone who doesn't like the anyone who doesn't like cuts, I'm putting you in the 2-pump chump camp. You're a 2-pump chump. And if you're a girl and you don't like the cuts, I hope the next 50 guys you're with 2-pump chump you.
20
Yeshua.
teams do the workouts. So let's jump into some comments. At TSTEDE27, sir, much respect. Just curious if you have any updates every day.
Oh, fuck
And
me.
so
Do you guys not want to grow the sport? It's about growing the sport. I can't even fake that.
So all the other things I said about the 4 judges or the 2 judges, the 4 athletes all being failure to this check the stage of they don't want to hear. And I like how we're executing on it. So we do essentially 1 workout, and then 2 or 3, let's say 2 for the sake of because there's so much room in the schedule. I think all 30 in every direction. Some people love them, some people hate them. But I think space. We are not going to have cuts at the games this year.
I heard you.
Because there's so much room in the schedule. I think all 30 and all 20 at this point, it's looking like we'll advance through all workouts through the entire weekend. So there's always a lot of people. The cuts go in every direction. Some people love them, some people hate them. But I think
Ken Walters, finally, someone with sanity. Cuts make for the event right before the cut much more important and exciting. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
I think this year we're going to experiment with getting all 30 individuals through all the workouts and all 20 teams through the workouts. So let's jump into some comments. At TSTEDE27, sir, much respect. Just curious if you have any updates on volunteering at the games this year. So the volunteering is open. I'll drop the link in this video description, and the selections will be done by June 8th. So you can volunteer to the games. At Jesse Resmine, you don't have to increase the percentage of people who make it to semis unless it's a money thing. It's not a money thing. I think increasing the number of people who make it to semis is about the enthusiasm and number.
Yes, increase it from 1% to 20%. It's a fucking no-brainer. No-brainer.
Number of people who want to advance. We definitely had a lot of criticism for how small it was. I don't think it'll go back to 25% because of the Community Cup, but I think we could play with increasing it. Isn't that what the Community Cup is for? That's what I just said. It has been my goal to make regionals forever, and I finally made semifinals this year, 6 months postpartum. Congratulations. It means more because of how hard it was to make it. It's not the same when the top 5, 10% to make it. Okay, great point. I agree with you. I appreciate this feedback. The top 1% and 10% are completely different levels, and most people in that 3 to 10% won't do semifinals anyways. 1%, 1,200 is still a ton of people. People lower than that are most likely not making it to the games, and that only add to the video review mess. It's frustrating for higher level athletes when cutoffs get watered down. I will probably get a lot of slack for this, but I am betting many feel the same way. It's funny because the argument you're making, which I do fundamentally agree with.
I don't give a fuck about those arguments. Dick Margarine. Good evening, Savon. Has anyone heard from K.O. Lehman? What's interesting you say that. It's interesting you say that. Because while I was watching the Andrew Hiller video from today, he did say, while he was watching the video, I just got a text from Kale. And I did not call Mr. Hiller from Hiller Fit to find out what Kale texted him. But I think he said that in the middle of his video. Didn't you guys hear that? So let us see if we can entice Mr. Hiller to speak on the subject matter. Shit. My son of a bitch. Damn it. He didn't answer. Well, that's fine because my shit's not working anyway. It says it's connected. All right. So we don't know. But supposedly in the middle of Andrew Hiller's video, he said Kale sent him a text.
Are a lot of the reasons why we went this route, especially with the Community Cup. You're describing what I believe why it should be smaller. When I say potentially increasing, I'm not talking about increasing to 10 or 15, definitely not 25%, maybe to 2 or 3%. but I do agree with you on a lot of these points. Thanks for that. At Tommy Woodham, when will the Echo Bike appear in online stages? Another great question. So we actually had a discussion with the Athlete Council this year on including Echo Bikes in some of these stages. This was early.
Machines are for pussies. I would know since I ride an assault bike every single day. Machines are not CrossFit. If you have to use a machine, use a rower. It's everything that CrossFit is not.
On. They advised against it. They said giving, I think it was a year. I have to go back and look at exactly.
They asked the Athlete Council, the CAC. He asked Taylor Self and Colton Mertens and one of the Pancheck boys, hey, what do you guys think about Echo Bike? See that? They're working together as a team.
What they said, more heads up notice would be appropriate. I think if we announced right now that next year we're including the Echo Bike in these stages, that would be fine. I think if we announced that we were including them in the open, people would be really upset. Maybe the open needs a longer tail with that. At Autistic Hiller.
I'll tell you who'll be really upset is Assault Fitness. They'll be really pissed.
Knowing what you know about judging changes and how they've played out, is there any early takeaways already learned that you would like to change, implement in the future for the standards regarding number of judges, quals required, or rules? We're still processing. There's some thoughts, but we're still looking at every stage and see how everything's going. We still have teams we're going through, then we have individuals. So there's still a lot of lessons to learn. At Makina Strength, Dave, here's an idea for judging. I love the online option for anyone who wants to review videos. The next step should be a limit on how many votes reviews a video can get. That way you reach more potential videos to get reviewed. That's interesting. I like that. You can also give online judges an incentive, say 25% off next year open registration if they judge 25 videos or more. Also a good idea. Something else we're implementing, we are going to have a comment field where a comment is going to be required for you to give a thumbs up or thumbs down. So basically you have to say why. Or the thumbs down. Actually, I don't know if it works for the thumbs up, but definitely for the thumbs down, you have to say why you're giving a thumbs down.
That's cool. That's really cool. So you give someone a thumbs down, you're like, hey, at the 14:27 mark, Angelo DeChico wasn't squatting below parallel. You could also give it a thumbs up and be like, at the 12-minute mark, Daniel Brandon had a nip slip. I like it.
At TS Teddy 27, have you ever considered programming?
Sevi, if you just had to get one, the rower or the assault bike, which one would you get? The assault bike every time. I'm a pussy. I am a world-class pussy. But I've started doing the rower a lot. Ever since John Woolley inspired me to do the open, I've been rowing. I've been rowing every week now. I rowed 13 minutes the other day. I was like, yeah, probably my back. That's good for my back. I've done a bunch of rows over 10 minutes. Just knock off a quick 2,000 meters in 8 minutes. Just chill, and then cruise. And I think it's helping my Olympic lifts. And when I say Olympic lifts, I mean I don't do snatch. I do dumbbell snatch, but I think it's helping my squat cleans.
Programming a variant of any of the military fitness tests? Yeah, kind of. Actually, the Army is a sponsor of the games this year, and they're going to be running their. I don't know if we've announced this. I don't think we have, but
Jeffrey Birchfield, Richard, Dick, you should get whichever one you are most likely to use. Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Dude, why do you want to see me squat snatch? Barry McCockner, I want to see Sevon squat snatch. Everything I do is like impeccable. How much you want to see me squat snatch? Tell me how much you want to see me squat snatch. You want to see me do it with a bar or dumbbell? Tell me how much. 95. Okay. Good. Thank you. Fair. All right. It's wicked. I have crazy overhead position. Fast under the bar. Fast and accurate. Conscious with intention. Oh, shut it, Doug. Just shut it. No, Lauren. No. Barry, I love you. I PR'd my hang squat clean tonight, 177. Oh, nice. Wonder if I could do that. How old are you? Are you older than me, Ken? If you're older than me, then I can do that. All right.
I'll give you a little hint. They're planning on running, but definitely for the thumbs down, you have to say why you're giving a thumbs down. At TS Teddy 27, have you ever considered programming a variant of any of the military fitness tests? Yeah, kind of. Actually, the Army is a sponsor of the games this year, and they're going to be running their. I don't know if we've announced this. I don't think we have, but I'll give you a little hint. They're planning on running the ACFT at the games this year, which is pretty cool. So as a spectator, you can go do the complete Army fitness test, which is like it has a deadlift, it has a
Wow, that's cool. You can do the Army fitness test at the games this year. That's really cool. Ken is like 60. Oh, shit. He's 10 years older than I am. I saw him in person. He didn't look old. Yeah, 63. Are you kidding me? I suck.
cool like little chipper thing, plank hold. What else do you do? I should know this. Deadlift down on a trap bar. I did know this a while ago. And there's a run. I think it's 1.5 or 2 mile run, but it's a pretty cool thing that you can do at the games this year. So come out to the games and do the ACFT. At Jeremiah, you seem different than when I met you at the ranch in 2008 or 2009. You appear more down to earth with genuine humility. Any chance you're now a Christian? Serious question.
Dave, please allow me to get this. The question was, you seem different than you were when I met you in 2008. Has being a Christian made you more humble? No, you fucknut. On alternating weekends, I was taking a C-130 to fucking Afghanistan and blowing away fucking towel heads and hajibis, so that you could sip lattes in a fucking cafe somewhere in fucking Madison. I still have ringing in my ears from all that shit, doing nightly missions in fucking Blackhawks. What are the helicopters they fly in? Those big ones with the two blades. While working for CrossFit. Flying into biblical-like scenes in villages surrounded by stone walls, fighting the Taliban. Chinooks, thank you. Like 500 nighttime raids landing in Chinooks outside of Osama wannabe bin Laden motherfuckers that have now taken over London. What do you mean I was a little uptight? You jackass. CH46, thank you. What kind of fucking question is that?
So 2008, 2009, that's like
a lifetime ago?
Almost 20 years ago, less 15 years ago. I imagine you are very different.
Oh, yeah. Fuck them up, Dave. Get them. Sea dragons, yeah. Like me and the boys used to call them sea dragons. Layman calls them Chinooks. Call them sea dragons. Twin rotor sea dragons with 50 dudes in there. Girls not allowed.
2008 or 2009. I think I am different, and I think it's natural for everyone to be very different after 10, 15, 20 years of life and everything that we all go through. In that time, I was definitely in a different phase in my life. I was active duty military, and I was doing the CrossFit thing. So when you met me, and I had just left, still very close to when I was deploying and doing stuff like that. So I definitely don't have that edge, but I think that statement is true.
He still has that edge.
For anyone 15 years after a given period, they are different. And if you're not different, I would.
Thank you, Sea Dragons. High ground beefchips.com. Highgroundbeefchips.com. High ground beef, high ground chips, highgroundchips.com. Yeah, Dave's still hard. It's true. He just hides it a little better. But he still says shit to him like, go start. He still says shit to me like, go start the car. Come over. I'm coming over. Where are you? Those are like big sentences for Dave. This is so far out of his comfort zone, people. This is not Dave.
Say something's wrong. So I am different. and that's also I believe I'm different, and that's also good and okay.
And he did read the Bible. Great insight by that commenter. And he told a story. He told a story in one of the weekend reviews that he got on the airplane and he was in a bad mood, and he opened up the old Bible, the old Word of God, the old Yeshua. And within minutes of reading it, he was in a great mood. He's never said that to me, but solid. Back to the chopper. God, I hated that phase when the chat wanted me to ask guests to say that.
Dave, I'm sorry that Hiller.
Hey, is that weird that your book's always up in the how to become a prayer warrior? How to become a prayer warrior? Prayer. Are you a prayer or do you do prayers? How to become a prayer warrior by Jared Ellis. You stood me up on Christmas, young man. Yeshua.
Never made a highlight reel of your good route to Tyson. I believe you. Yeah, that's fucked up. So I am different, and that's also I believe I'm different, and that's also good and okay. Dave, I'm sorry that Hiller never made a highlight reel of your good route to Tyson. I believe you. Yeah, that's fucked up. I think it is fucked up of Hiller to not have done that, but whatever. And I'm not going to forget that. At John Nixon 2504, was it Boulder Pistol or Staccato Vegas, formerly Prairie Fire, formerly Front Site? It was Staccato Vegas. That's where I was last week. At Cole 1442, Dave, glad to hear you're looking at Kale's open scores, especially since he earned money from it. Actually, I don't think he did because I don't think he was fourth.
Fifth.
I don't think he got any money from the open. I'll look into that. Also, what do you think about Rich possibly becoming CEO of CrossFit? Apparently, that's a legitimate possibility.
Oh, shit. The big one. We went from Hiller to Kale to Froning.
From what I've heard through media, there's a million possibilities that are a legit possibility right now as CrossFit's going through a sales process. There is 100 different directions this can go. At this point, I'm not focusing on any of those directions. I'm just head down, working specifically a lot on the games and all the other things that I have in regards to seminars and all the other teams I'm working with and work closely with at CrossFit. So
I'll translate. I don't give a fuck. He loves his job. He wakes up every morning thinking, man, making the world a better place, have the cure for the world's most vexing problem. And Pat Vellner and Fikowski have retired. What could be better?
So not worrying myself with hypotheticals at this moment. All right. That's a week in review. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Okay. I don't always do this. I always wish I did this, but I never do this, but I always wish that I do this. Go down and look at the comments. Hi, Dave. It's Fanny Spiegel, longtime listener, first-time commenter. Why do I need a treasure map to follow the competition season every year? I will hang up and listen for your answer. Stupid. Thumbs down. What was behind the decision also programming Heavy Isabel in the online semifinal? Whatever. I think anyone caught cheating by taking advantage of a qualifier being online and doing something that would not be possible during a live event should receive a lifetime ban from CrossFit competition. Stupid. Actually, I don't care. I'm agnostic on that. I think 2% to semifinals is still inappropriate. I was top 2% in the Open this year. I have no business competing at semifinal level with my level of fitness. Who cares? Dude, then with that logic, make it 0.5%. Seeing the workouts that were just released, there's nothing I can't do or would hold me back, but the test would not be enticing to me. What the fuck are you? Your brain is scrambled eggs. Keep it at 1% for the folks like me to have something to strive for. 1% seems like a great elite number to shoot for. All right. Who cares about you, though? It's about everyone else having the opportunity. Don't take away rights from the individuals. I know you already got one invite, but if the Ruck race has a finals race during the games, what do you think about inviting Hunter McIntyre? He would stand a much better chance in Ruck race than he did at the games. Hunter can just qualify. I mean, invite him. Dumb question. Thumbs down. Mostly here for the dart throw. Fair enough. The requirement to include a comment with thumbs down review is spot on, but the bigger issue is you don't even have to watch the video to vote. CF needs to upgrade review process to include the video must be watched to. Oh, stop it. If they're going to give you a time code. Oh, yeah, here we go. But you people are never satisfied. Look at. Oh, man. Avera. It's a stupid comment. Sorry. When all the uproar, I was going to make a tit metaphor, boob metaphor, but I'm not. When all the uproar about the online team running happened, I thought it's too much to expect people to not cheat, the entire team and judges. I agree. We can expect more of our community. Thank you. But having the video required upon request is a great addition. Thanks for your candid, honest approach. Aloha. Are you going to interview all the athletes who qualified for the games? Duh. I recently just watched a Road to the Games from 9 years ago where Matt was working out with Rich. Any thoughts on bringing these type of videos back? Those videos were the fuel for a lot of us back in the day. Oh, boy. You want me to go off on that? Should I go off on that or no? I'll wait for your answer. I'm drinking BCAAs or something like that with my coffee. Go off? Yeah, that deserves a go off. They don't even fucking know it. They don't even have the possibility to do that. They don't have the tools, the skills, the historical knowledge, the creators. It's so simple. It's so simple. I've said it a fucking million times. You give Andrew Hiller $40,000. You ask him to do 20 videos like he did on Erica Folo at $2,000 a pop. That covers his costs, and then you let him stream it on his station and your station. Done deal. 40 grand, that's nothing. In 2 days, I wiped my ass with $38,000 worth of $100 bills. It's so simple. Would you consider bringing back quarterfinals as a Masters athlete? It was fun to get. Enough of your bringing back shit. If you want to hit something from the back, hit your wife. How far in advance do you need to have your order into Rogue and Concept 2 so that they can provide you the equipment for the games? And does it? I don't give a shit. Thank God you didn't get fired after Lazar died. I was worried. Hope is not a strategy. Oh, that guy's really fun. I bet you your wife and girlfriend, it's a really intimate relationship between the two of you. Reebok buys CrossFit installs richest CEO, peak CrossFit nostalgia. Yeah, 2 weeks of that. That gets us through 2 weeks. Let me tell you, being CEO ain't a bag of candy. You know they are doing Road to the Games, dude. Oh, good. We'll see. Where would I find that? Do they have it? Who's doing it? I'll eat my words then. That's good. All right. They just got done doing the top 5 athletes. Oh, so they did Road to the Games with Kale Lehman? Where would I go? CrossFit Games YouTube? CrossFit Games. I haven't been to the CrossFit Games YouTube page in forever. CrossFit Games YouTube page. NFL QB throws down. Okay. Individual work. Okay. Nope. Don't see it, buddy. Interview athlete. News and updates. Jeffrey Adler goes sub 8. Popular videos. There's something from 2015. Wow, this has 17 million views. I don't. Was that it down there? Sorry, buddy. Don't see it. Videos. Go to videos. No. By the way, if you want to get CrossFit Games tickets, we had a QR code. Fuck, I don't know where it went. There are tickets still available. Start last week. Out in 2029. Oh. Let's watch this. What the fuck did? Damn. That's a hard edit. That's a hard edit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I know. Uh-huh. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Oh, I know. I know. Tickets are available. I wonder if I have. Where's my QR code? That's for Syndicate Crown. I'm going there. You guys are gonna love the stream. I'm only gonna charge you guys $1.99. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I think every night we're gonna be there at Syndicate Crown, and then every night we'll go back to the pad, the crib. As Savon would say, we're going back to the crib, yo. As Savon would say, we're going back to the crib. Hang out with the homies. And I got really excited about it because I was chatting with Joe Ellis today from the morning show. Our very own Blackhawk helicopter pilot, star of CNN and MSNBC, and the Brett Weinstein podcast, Dark Horse Brett Weinstein podcast. Yeah, I got a little hard. I chubbed up. And I was chatting with Joe, and Joe will be at Syndicate. Oh, there's Joe right there. I didn't tell Joe this yet. Joe, go in the other room. You can't hear this part. So Joe was like, trying to flirt with me, telling me that she has a Sony A7 III or some shit. He got all excited. Cameras, I got all excited. But I haven't told Joe this yet. But at night, we're going to do those podcasts, where we try to stay on topic. We go back to the house, but we don't at all. It's just chaos, right? Not affiliated with Syndicate Crown at all. Thank God. Poor Wilson. And anyway, that's where we all pile on the couch and shoot the shit. And I can't wait to have Joe there. It's going to be dope. Me, Hiller, Taylor, Joe, Souza, Caleb, John Young. It's going to be awesome. Sorry if I missed anyone. J.R. Howell. Oh, I wonder if JR is going. Why don't we have JR doing the broadcast? If you didn't see Shut Up and Scribble today, if you didn't, that show is amazing. Bryson Del Monte, Angelo De Chico, J.R. Howell, and Taylor Self. I'm really excited also about Crash this year, because if this bonded router shit works, man, I don't think that's right. I don't think that stat is right. U.S. government spends roughly 1% of its $6.9 trillion budget. Oh, shit. Yeah, on dialysis. Yeah. Sorry, I misread that at first. Yeah, think about that. 1% of the U.S. budget is spent on dialysis. Just think about that. Sugar kills. Oh, yeah, Joe, you get this one? Joe going snow skiing? We're gonna do the elephant walk at the house. Every 3 minutes, there's an amputation related to diabetes in the U.S. Oh, it's nuts. What are those things called that people with missing limbs wear? What are those called? The big word. You know, like prosthetic. Prosthetic. Beat you guys to it. Fuck you. Prosthetic. The leading purchaser of prosthetics was the leading use of prosthetics used to be for motorcycle guys. Now it's people with type 2 diabetes. That's a crazy stat, dude. 1% of the US budget is for dialysis. I think that's where they like filter out your blood because your kidney or liver's so fucked up from eating so much sugar. Don't eat sugar, man. Do not eat sugar. All right, love you guys. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. show. It should be fun. Some great content to watch. Content to watch. Shut Up and Scribble was great today. Hiller has a new video out talking about the same thing, the workouts, and see if you can see that spot where he says Kale Lehman text him. Yeshua.